Yes, this. A different space? No. Is this the same space as before? No way, Rafaela again? No, this is... I am Saja of the Six Ancestors. I come from the demon world, the world ruled by the Dark God. The demon world. That is the parallel world where the Dark God triumphed over the goddess. I am not here in person, only in projection. Let me guide Luca, destroyer of worlds, before the great decision. I didn't think that Saja was the second Monster Lord? So Saja is the second Monster Lord, okay. Huh. So that means that Saja of the Six Ancestors wasn't sealed. Because after the others were sealed, everything was left to the second generation. That would be Saja. Well, at the very least, that explains why all the Monster Lords have the Lamia traits. So there's no doubt about that now. And Luca is the destroyer of worlds? He has a great destiny. He is destined to become a destroyer and annihilate all worlds. I will. But that is the key to saving all worlds. We will unite all the parallel worlds into one and build a perfect world. Well, that is, after all, the Dark God's plan. But Saja, I would like to know, tell us about the world where you live. The Dark God does not rule. Everything is left up to the people who live there. A healthy society full of freedom and spirit. That is the world that the Dark God wants. As I thought, the Dark God is a person of great wisdom. She trusts our independent spirit with self-governance. That's a big difference from Ilias, who rules everything by force. After all, it seems like the Dark God is the one full of compassion. The Dark God is strict, but she respects the free will of the people. In comparison, in the world of the goddess Ilias, the people are slaves to God. They say that everyone is living happily under God's will. The people of that world are nothing but wooden idols who've been deprived of their free will by God. The people who believe themselves to be happy while being deprived of even the right to live freely. Such a thing is nothing but a utopia for slaves. And the unwanted people are ruthlessly annihilated. It is a ruthless and oppressive society without a shred of tolerance. I agree with you, Saja. I too do not believe that such a world is a paradise. Tolerance is only possible when there is trust in the people. It is only under tolerance that people become aware of their membership in society. That's right. In our world, the people rule themselves, not God. But even our world is facing doom. As you know, all parallel worlds are on the verge of extinction. The only way to escape destruction is to unite all parallel worlds. Therefore, our world shall be the only solid singularity world. But the Dark God will not abandon those in parallel worlds. We will lead their souls into our world and fulfill the union. But that requires a procedure to separate the soul from the body. In short, you need to kill everyone. Of course, I understand your disapproval, but taking of life is only a temporary measure. The soul that leaves the body will reunite in our world. In the world where we are one, we can live our lives according to our true selves. Keep in mind that it is not a killing process, but a soul-moving process. All souls will be saved and returned to the world of the Dark God. Even if you're made up your mind, our emotions are still... No, I have decided not to stray. Alphys the 15th, your mother too was unsure, but in the end, she was ready. Mother. Luca, destroyer of worlds, a great decision looms before you. Will you become the power of the Dark God and achieve perfect unity? Or will you be burdened by the goddess and forsake many of your people? I don't even have to think about which one I would choose. The Dark God is waiting for you. We're back. Luca, I will follow the Dark God. I will carry out Mother's will and be the one to carry out the unification plan. It seems that you also will be of great service under the Dark God. I believe that we will continue to fight for the world together. Therefore, Luca, the choice that lies before us, you know which one to choose, don't you? Alright. Over here is Tamamo. This is Tamamo's room. Or so I should say. I mean, well, that should be obvious. What's wrong if I stay in my room? You're the ones who shouldn't barge in. I'm sorry, but I won't serve you any tea. Now go and do what you have to do. This is Elma's room. It's full of all sorts of delicacies, just like her. There's the tea set. Shall we take a tea break here? Alright. Alright, let's try it as we are. If we fail, we need to go back and buy more food. You've arrived. Granberia, after all, you're the last one standing, aren't you? The throne for the Monster Lord is just ahead. If you wish to proceed, you must defeat me. Huh. You're not very visibly dominating. This will be my last battle. Even if I win, I will lay down my sword. Even if you win, huh? That's a statement based on the assumption that you're going to lose. Show a bit more determination. Let's go, Granberia! We have our reasons not to retreat now, too. Let's go, Granberia! Alright. Well, Doc. not going to do a whole lot. So let's get Mass Quick going. Pleasure Restraint, Pleasure Slimy. Let's get this one going. Pleasure Attack. Sensitive. Need Climax. Let's try this one. I only slash. Alright, we got Quick going. Well, that was 400,000, so not bad. Talk. Let's see, what we got for you? What we got that deals pleasure? A whole lot, seems. Well, then we'll just use Ice Magic. Attack, attack. Where my sword is headed. No, I am no longer lost. Not bad. We're not doing a whole lot though. Alright, she's taking a mill of damage. Nice counter, Luca. Just keep doing that. Let's see what more have you got. Doesn't look like it does anything different, so just attack with this. Oh, I see. Here. Oh. Get her SP going up. My sword is a fire sword. Not bad. Well, we evaded all that. She's only attacking once, everyone else attacked twice. Alright, just keep attacking. That. That. You come back to here. I got a sword that's I got a sword that's taken a lot of damage from a series of battles. I want to repair it, but I don't have the money. Alice, pay your people more, come on! Assault to the enemy. That's quite bold. Nice. Nice. That's 2 mil of damage at least. Alright, we still have quick, but our evasion's down. Alright, blood drain. Alright, do that. Continue to damage her. Those who live by the blade die by the blade. You know what it means, don't you? I know. Then come! Oh, she's down! I lost again? Alright, Luca is party 1. Got Sea of Power, got Fangs of the High Dragon, got Breastplate of Meteor. Lost again. What's the matter with you, Granberia? Where's the swordsmanship that made even me flinch? My lord, Alphys the 16th, was unknowingly forced from the throne of Monster Lord. My lord became the former lord, Her Majesty the 15th. The 4 heavenly knights of the Monster Lord's army are naturally in the service of the Monster Lord. However, the 16th generation, to whom I swore allegiance, was in exile. My heart was torn between serving the legitimate Alphys the 15th or following the ousted 16th. Furthermore, I received orders from the 15th that were incomprehensible. Following orders I did not understand, I slew the innocent. When it is the Lord's command, we are not allowed to question the reason. As a warrior, but I could not commit my sword to the Lord. My sword has been greatly disturbed, and I have faced many defeats. The battle with the 17th was also a total defeat. Alphys the 15th? You mean Nerys? Somehow, they knew my sword inside and out. No, it was as if they had already mastered my swordsmanship and improved upon it. Probably because she trained under you. I felt that my sword had become obsolete. And hero Luca, I crossed blades with you several times. I sensed that your sword was full of youth and for the future. On the other hand, my sword had stagnated. It was as if I had aged decades. still in your mid-20s. Compared to how long monsters live, you're as good as a child. And on that unforgettable night, that man who became the Monster Lord Slayer appeared in front of the Monster Lord. The Monster Lord Slayer? No, wait, Marcellus? That man suddenly appeared in the Monster Lord's room. It was as if he had appeared out thin air. Who are you? Alphys the 15th, your life is mine. Oh, you are the Monster Lord Slayer I've heard about. So now is time for me to end my reign, as decreed by the history of the world. I will not let you crooks mess with the Monster Lord. My sword, which I immediately unsheathed, cut only thin air. Damn! The Quillin and Sunset Butterfly. I don't think you're the one to bring it out. The next 2 or 3 blows, all of which were evaded, leaving only empty slices through air. Krillin, ice returning butterflies? Is that a technique or something? Does the fact that you don't have to bring out mean that I am of lesser rank? What's going on? My sword, which I have mastered the art of a serene mind and bright light, it's not even able to graze you. You're not a bad fighter. I've fought those several times stronger than you. Have you ever used force to defeat a lower ranking opponent? Your tactics of battle are poor. Kuh! Kuh! My full power vaporizing! You bark in such high spirits and unleash your technique. You will never be able to defeat those of higher rank. A single thrust to the opponent. That was all it took to destroy my technique. This man has extraordinary skill. In terms of physical prowess, we're close. No. When it comes to raw power, I should be stronger. And yet, our skills are completely different. This man is astonishingly skilled in the art of cutting down opponents stronger than themselves. If you want to strike a killing blow, don't shout and be so furious. Then let it fall gently into place, as if slipping through the cracks of your mind. This man, with random movement, brought out his sword. He's talking about serene mind, right? No, it's different. This man's special sword. Dimension Breaker! The sword flashed randomly, but with surprisingly deft timing. It was beyond my comprehension. This is... A moment later, I wondered whether to take it or avoid it. The sword seemed to be loosely released, and I thought I could take it head on. But my instincts were sounding the alarm. Do not take it! Avoid it! Gah! Following my instincts, I bent down to avoid the slash. You're inexperienced, but you have good instincts. If you had taken it, you would have died. And the blow that ruptured space-time shook the room itself. An opponent's defense is completely meaningless. It is a sword beyond human knowledge that cuts through dimensions itself. What is that technique? Ah! Although I avoided the direct hit, they were caught in the aftermath. The blow went out in the direction of the Monster Lord. At that time, I was not even an opponent to the Monster Lord Slayer. I was an obstacle that he drove away with his sword. An obstacle that he did not need to defeat. And when I ran to the Monster Lord again, it was all over. I was reminded that I was truly incompetent, and that was the end of it. I can still see the sword that the Monster Lord Slayer unleashed. The sword that cuts off space itself. That sword's flash. It's probably a sword technique belonging to Chaos. He must have unleashed the power of Chaos that he possessed in his sword. A sword that cuts off dimensions, cutting down even my heart. All that remained was a warrior with a broken sword. That's the end of the story. I'm sorry I talked for so long. The life of such a hapless warrior, lost and wandering, defeated miserably, and unable to protect even their lord. It has now come to an end. No, wait! You're going to die? No, I'm going to throw away my sword and live as a hermit. I will no longer pick up a sword for the rest of my life. As a warrior, I die here. I will never see you all again. Are you sure that's what you want? I told you, Monster Lord. Win or lose, this is my last fight. Granberia, you said that the sword flash of the Monster Lord killer is burned into your eyes? That's right, Master. Then that proves that you have not burned out as a warrior. But do you still want to give up your sword? I've already made up my mind, Master. I am an inexperienced apprentice. I apologize. Well, then I won't say anything. Monster Lord, Hero Luca, may your past bring you victory and glory. Well then, so long. Granberia walked away. And that's it? She just leaves? She left. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. A swordswoman of her caliber decided to abandon the sword of her own will. It's not something that outsiders can say anything about. Ilias managed to get her to rethink it. We have a lot of work to do. I don't mean to sound cold, but we can't afford to think about them. Yeah, we're in charge of the fate of the world now. Come on, let's move. Finally, the Monster Lord's chambers is just around the corner. There's no longer anything blocking the way. Thus we proceeded to the Monster Lord's chambers. The time of the great decision was approaching. Alright. Oh, not where I want to go. before doing anything else, I should probably go and get the food so I have it for the next round. Because I know there's going to be one last battle to finish this off. I can almost guarantee it. Okay, you're not saying anything. Gonna go down and talk to Granberia? Probably not. Nope. Alright, let's get out of here.